Be professional, Dave.
Hey, real quick though, like when I was in New Orleans, man, and I was working at Sonic, and I was just working, man. I heard some little kid was working there, and it was like, hey, I heard him say, man, look at dude over there, man. Oh, Mark Henry, look at that. Nigga, I fell out. I fell out. I cried laughing. He said, oh, Steph, you heard? I didn't mean you hear me. I was like, dude, hear you? That was hilarious. And then I proceeded to roast him for about a good 10 minutes. But it was hilarious, dog.
Sub T Tuesdays, they got the open mic freestyle. The very first time I went up there and freestyle, I thought I killed it or whatever. And when you get off stage, they grab the mic and everything. They tell you who killed it. They was like, I forgot the one brother, the chubby J Dilla. Looking to call me chubby J Dilla, man. Come on, son.
Oh God.
All you need is a Detroit hat, bro. I'm just saying. I'm saying.
That is good. That is good.
What's up, y'all? Hello. Hi. How you doing? Kids, dogs, babies, cats, whoever's watching. Thanks for joining us on your YouTubes, on your phones, on your TVs, on your Chromecast, however you're getting this, man. Welcome in. This is Open Gym Sports and Culture. We talk everything that is going on within sports and things that are going on within the culture. And of course, we have a wonderful panel here with us, and they're going to join us, and they're going to have a great time with us, because this is brought to you by the OOC Network and the Bow Sports Network. Let me introduce the people that are going to be on here today. We got my man from Philly representing already, my man Philly Rob. Rob, what's up, brother?
What's going on, everybody? Feeling good. You know why? Because my Sixers is still in first freaking place, baby. Let's go.
Yo, and of course, all the way from Kankakee, we got Cool Crystal over here. What's going on, Crystal?
Hey, everybody. That's all good. What's up?
I'm good. Of course, the hair is amazing. And like I told you earlier, the shirt, I have that same exact shirt. I like that we on the same page with this.
Yeah. I got to represent Q. You know how it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you got to. It's a must. It's a must. And D Jackson. Hey, what's up, man?
Dude, if you don't give me a proper introduction, man.
I said your name. I don't know what else.
Write down my accolades, man.
He's alive. And he's on your screen. Everybody.
D Jackson, half of 80s babies. Fun fact about Dave. He played the lady on Tom and Jerry with the house slippers in the ankle. Thomas, the mammy. Say what's up, my nigga.
Well, man, hey, let's start the show. The NBA All-Star Game is going down, and it will take place in Atlanta in March. LeBron James and Kevin Durant were the leading vote getters in each conference. The other starters that were named include Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Kawhi Leonard, Nikola Jokic, Kyrie Irving, Joel Embiid, Bradley Beal, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. As usual, the selections were not without controversy. Many people felt Damian Lillard should have been granted the starting nod over Luka, and some questioned how Kyrie Irving was named the starter without playing a majority of the games due to a non-injury. Now, D, I'm coming to you first, bro. I have to ask you, who are the snubs on the All-Star team and who can be replaced?
Okay, I think let's start out west. So I think the most obvious snub was Devin Booker. I think Phoenix right now, I want to say is at this time 21-11. They're third or fourth place in the West. If anybody was going to make it from the Suns, it would have been Devin Booker over Chris Paul. Now, I'm not mad at Chris Paul, but I would have put D Booker over him, averaging 24, 25 right now. Son, he's shooting 50%, you know what I'm saying? So he's efficient in the mug. So I think out west, Devin Booker. Now, in the East, just because I'm me, in the Chi-Town till I die. Now, Derrick Rose need to be on that boy. All right?
Interesting.
Derrick Rose need to be up on there. Just like you can give him a lifetime achievement award at this point. No, he's effective. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, he's averaging less than 20 minutes a game. He's giving us 14 points a game. Come on now, give it to D Rose.
Slow down. Did you say us? You giving us 14 points a game? Is that what you just said?
D-Rose always gonna be us, brother.
Oh,
Where you from, son? That's okay. But yeah, D-Rose, I'm going there. Black History Month. You can take the only one without melanin off the squad. So Vucevic, whatever you know what I'm saying? You can sit his Ivan Drago looking ass down and give D-Rose that. That's what I got to say.
You taking 24 and 11 off for D-Rose. 24 and 11. 30-point triple-double.
For Pooh.
All right, brother. Crystal, we coming to you, man. Who are the snubs and who can be replaced?
Okay, so for me in the East, I would have to go with Bam right now. Although I feel like he's the best big man in the league right now, I do feel that there is nobody that could replace right now the roster. I wouldn't change it. I do feel like he was a snub, but I wouldn't change anybody else. Like after looking at all the stats, I'm just like, all right, Bam, not you this time. Not you this time. In the West, I am going to say Booker for sure was definitely a snub. Chris Paul, I do feel like he's a little bit older. Yes, he's still effective, but I was going to give it to the young boy. This is his second year in a row. He was also Kobe Nas, so I was definitely going to say Devin Booker was for sure a snub.
Is there someone that you would replace, like somebody on the East team that you would take off to get Bam?
For the East, no. Like I feel like Bam was a snub for sure, but I still wouldn't change it. I would keep it the way it is. Yeah, it sucks, but and then Devin Booker, I mean, like he's in there, but it was kind of like here you go.
Did you say best big man in the league? Is that what you just said?
I feel like he is. Okay. Would somebody like to debate?
Giving me a heart attack right now. Hold up. Do I gotta point out the best big man in the league? Do I have to do that? Is he on my wall? Yes, he is. You know why? Because he's the league MVP. I'm coming in like a wrecking ball. Come on with it.
Let's go, Rob.
Yo, we're talking about the best center you're talking about the best player in the league, period, right now. I'm taking over now. Thank you very much. I appreciate y'all. And with that being said, I want to show a little bit of love to Trae Young. I think he can easily replace Jaylen Brown. If you look at his numbers, the team is not doing too good, but Boston is not doing so hot. That's a 500 team right there. So I think, Trae Young got a little bit of that snub medicine. You know what I'm saying? I hope he gets named in there. In the West, definitely Booker. I'm with D. Booker should have been there from day one and should be a starter. It's crazy how efficient he is. It's insane. In fact, I'll even replace him over Luka.
Wow.
Yeah. His team is trash. We just beat that ass tonight. Just saying. Look, Luka, I'm not saying he's bad. He's actually a pretty good player. I think this year he kind of took a little bit of a step back because teams are figuring him out. With that being said, Booker is so damn good. He should have been on that game, like without a question. That's just my opinion.
I think we're all in agreement about Devin Booker, and I thought he would get in there because we knew Anthony Davis wasn't going to play. I think in the East there are no snubs. I don't think there are any snubs in the East. I agree with everybody that's on the team. I think everybody that's on there I have no problem with. There was no one I looked at and was like, yo, you shouldn't be here. Everybody I looked at said, you belong here, including Jaylen Brown, including Vooch, who I love, man. I would love Vooch's game. Like I said, my man's averaging 24, 11, and 4. Like, yeah, you get to go to an all-star game if you're doing that. So I have no problem with anybody who's on there. And honestly, if it wasn't for Devin Booker who made it, I don't really have a problem with how the West is set up either. Now, I know a lot of people complained about Luka and Dame Lillard, but you're going to get that kind of stuff every year because you remember Bradley Beal last year and everybody was mad about him not getting there last year because of all the points he was scoring. Well, now this year he's a starter. Last year, like you said, Trae Young was starting. This year he's not there. And hopefully he takes it personal like Mike would do. Yeah. But yeah, man, like I don't have a problem with the snubs, man. I don't think it's a snub at all. I don't think anybody was slighted. I don't think anybody should be offended. All those guys I think deserve to be there.
Sure.
Dude, I'm just happy Kyle Lowry didn't make this mug again.
What's wrong? You still hate Kyle Lowry, bro?
He found his way on the All-Star team every year. I don't know why.
Because he's good.
He said he found his way.
He found his way.
He from Philly. He all right.
He all right? It's your Philly people, son.
He all right.
Come on,
I wouldn't want him in the Sixers. You see him playing in the playoffs, man. He trash in the playoffs.
He got it together during that finals run.
Kinda.
Kyle Lowry just
got
came
it
out
together.
today and said he
Kinda.
wanted to go to Philly. He requested a trade to Philly.
Yeah, I know he did. He can stay in Toronto. We good. We good.
Y'all need a guard. Then weren't you asking for scoring? Ain't that what you wanted? You wanted some
Yeah, we
scoring
need
out there, right?
scoring. But we need scoring in the playoffs. Like, we straight. He don't score nothing in the playoffs. Leave it out there. Yeah, he like Canadian citizen now. He good.
Can we take the time to show some love to our guy Zach LaVine too, who made his first All-Star game?
Yo, Zach, nice. He gonna look good in Sixers uniform. I'll tell you that.
He already got on a red and white uniform that he looks
Hold
wonderful in. He's okay.
Right
Don't
here.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. He's
right
fine.
here. He gonna look good in that Philly blue. I tell you.
Go ahead, D.
No, salute to Zach. Congratulations. He looked like Diana Ross' youngest son, the one who played on ATL.
Evan Ross.
Got me some Cuddy tonight.
Yeah. Like buddy, bro.
Krista, why you gonna let him do your boy like that? That's
Yo.
She said, nope.
Dude.
Zach balling though. I take everything back. I said beginning of the year.
Oh, he nice. He a future MVP with the Sixers.
I doubt that, but he balling.
He's fine. He's fine right where he's at, bro. Don't worry about it. We're taking good care of him for you.
All right. I'm just saying.
With us being at the All-Star break, it's as good as time as any to assess what's going on so far in this unprecedented NBA season. The season, which began in December, was shortened to 72 games as opposed to 82, and there have been many canceled games due to health and safety protocols. Now, with all that said, and with all that we've seen some really spectacular, awesome play and some disappointing play from some teams and individual players in both conferences. So, Rob, I'm coming to you. My first question for you, sir, is this. NBA is at the halfway point of the season. What are your impressions of the season up until this halfway point, my friend?
Hold up. Give me like 1 second. I hear something. You hear that? That's Joel Embiid stepping over everybody in the league, baby. Holla at your boy, the league's MVP, baby. Let me hit you with some stats. 29.8 points per game. He's shooting 52% from the field. What you talking about, Willis? 3.1 assists per game. He killing the league. MVP. The Sixers are in first place. We got a coach now. The guy knows what he's doing. Shout out to Doc. The Sixers are just so much better over everybody in the East. Holla at your boy. We had we stepped over our foot a little bit in the West Coast. We had like a 4-game losing streak, but Utah is good. The Lakers are good. We didn't have Ben. We didn't have Joel for both games. When they are together, I feel like we're not only a really good offensive team, we're a great defensive team because of Joel. He takes so much space in the paint, and he can spread it out in the offensive side of the ball. My man talking about MVP, Joel Embiid.
You got Philly going all the way, like no doubt.
No, we're going to the finals. We're going to the finals. Not only we're going to go to the finals, we're going to win Game 7 against the Lakers because, the NBA needs money. So we're going to make the NBA a little bit of money, and we're going to have a parade in South Philly, and it's going to be great. Joel Embiid with the trophy like this. Can you Photoshop it? Photoshop it for me, baby. Joel Embiid with the African accent like, oh, I'm MVP. I want a cheesesteak. This John nice.
That is the worst. That's the worst African accent I've ever heard. Oh my God, man. Do y'all agree with Rob right here? Crystal, do you agree with Rob? Philly is going to the finals here?
Nah, in my opinion, Brooklyn is the team to watch. That's completely unbiased. I am not a fan of any person on that team. Kyrie, like D said, literally didn't even play half the season because he didn't feel like it. His emotions wasn't in it. He was giving me very much Lauryn Hill vibes. He wasn't feeling it. So, in my personal opinion, I do believe Brooklyn is the team to watch. They have a very good big three. Now, if he can keep his emotions out of it and keep this train going, he and the rest of them can be going to the finals. That's just my thoughts. I don't know about Philly. They're a very good team. I will give them that. But I think once they get their act together, Brooklyn might just take it all away.
I agree with the Brooklyn take. My bad. Sorry, Rob. Philly ain't going.
It's all good. Shower me with hate. Shower me hate.
Man, I gotta say, man, it's a couple surprise teams. I look at the Knicks. and what they're doing out there, man, they adopted the Tibbs philosophy. They're balling, and it's even better. They picked up D Rose. I think they won 5 out of 7 games since D Rose got here. So I'm loving the way the Knicks look.
Yeah, on phone them.
And I'm curious. I'm surprised about Utah. I want to see if they can sustain. Right now, they got the best record in the league. Spider is balling. So I want to see if they can sustain that level of play. Moving forward. And Steph Curry, man, we all knew this dude was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, however good we thought he was, he's even better. Because he out there playing with y'all, and they in the playoffs right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying it's a little offensive right now, son. Why you gotta come over here with this? Why you ain't throw yourself in there?
Oh, I'm gonna make a shot though.
I mean, listen, the Chicago Bulls are the team that have been the most impressive, as you show the standings. Well, we got an all-star Zach LaVine doing his thing, representing, and I mean, he is putting up astronomical numbers, and he is doing it in a way that just makes it look easy. I just read Doug Collins said in his 48 years of basketball, he's never seen anybody that made the game look that easy. That is a heck of a compliment, because Doug Collins goes to Michael Jordan, bro. I've said that a lot about Zach LaVine this season. Like, he just gets to the point where the game just looks smooth and it just looks simple and it looks easy to him. As far as disappointments, honestly, guys, I gotta say the Pelicans, man, have really disappointed me. I thought the Pelicans were going to be way better. I thought that because Stan Van Gundy was going to come in, they got a new coach in there. I thought with Zion going into his second year, with Brandon Ingram coming off being an all-star, with Lonzo Ball coming in being, a little inspired because he didn't play great last season, I just thought that they would be a better team. And I thought that they would be probably in like the top 5, in the West, man. But it's been a little disappointing. And I know Zion is an all-star and he's been great and all those things, but I think that they should be better than where they are right now.
I don't know how to explain it, but if Zion is playing point guard for the team. I was watching a little bit of the Pelicans the other day. He was playing a lot of point guard. He used to be a point guard. He had that crazy growth spurt. He's like the size of LeBron James, probably bigger. So it's very interesting on how he handles the ball, and he's actually kicking it out to the other players. So the other players need to step up. You know what I mean? So I'm sure that the coach, who's the coach out there in New Orleans?
Stan Van Gundy.
There you go. I'm sure he'll figure that out. They're trying to figure that out. But I think Zion is playing a very interesting, very LeBron type of game. Like, he's like being that point forward, because pretty much the force to just overpower you or blow past you. So he's a very hard to guard type of dude.
Indeed. Let me ask you, because a lot of talk around Chicago was, getting Lonzo Ball in the trade. Are you still on that? Are you with that, getting Lonzo Ball from the Pelicans?
100% on board with that. Lonzo Ball is an elite defender, not a good defender. He's an elite defender. He's big. You know what I'm saying? The court vision is undeniable. I'm good with that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Chris, I know, you're against the Beige regime going on, but, Zach LaVine is
doing
his thing.
I love LaVine.
You do?
Yeah, LaVine gave me 30 points one game. A flat out 30 points. I ain't never talked about it, but I respect him.
They got talent on that team, man.
That's
the first time you've ever brought
I respect that. That's a badass yellow boy there. For real. He's a badass yellow boy there, man. Hey, Zach LaVine, man. You's a badass yellow boy, man. For real.
But Zach is doing his thing.
No, he definitely is. I will not deny that at all. I'm just not used to it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a fan of 90s, early 2000 ball. Physicality. That's what I like. So it's good to see, like, the progression of basketball. But like you said, I can't deny it. It's
all right. Well, at least you weren't hating on Zach like D was doing before, so it's fine.
No.
I wasn't hating, yo. But you know what? I've never seen somebody do the paper bag test in sports.
I think I just missed the toughness of it. You know what I mean? Like a good bow to the chest. Something different.
Yeah.
Not just,
I'm just saying, Zach LaVine is different though, man. Like, you try that with Zach be ready to scrap. You know what I mean? He don't play that, man. You saw when he had the, like the Tupac neck scar. You know what I'm saying? Like on his neck, man.
Is he a baby Bill Laimbeer?
Yeah, he ain't playing. He ready to fight. When the dudes ran up on him, he was ready to fight. And like he said, only people I'm scared of is my dad and God. Like he was like, that's it.
I like him.
I ain't scared of none of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
As he should be.
Come on, Zachary. Get with him, D.
Dude, I'm team Zach LaVine now.
All right.
I wouldn't be scared of him though if I saw him in like Buddha Lounge or something. I might try to holler at the same girl he's talking to because like
scrap with him a little bit. Like, yo, what's good? She with me now, son.
I order some Tito's. Be like, it's on him.
Why you doing like Eddie Murphy, man? Yeah, give me some juju fruits. Yeah, and the niggas gonna pay for it. We are early into the Joe Biden-Kamala Harris presidency. After being sworn in as the 46th president of these United States, Joe Biden immediately went to work signing 30 executive orders in 3 days and trying to make good on campaign promises he made during his run for office. Now, while he's done a lot of things so far, and early on in his presidency, a lot of people, specifically Black people, wonder if all his promises that he made will be kept during his term. So I must ask the question, and Rob, I'll come to you first, sir.
Okay.
Are you happy with the change and the policies that President Biden has implemented?
Let me put it to you like this, man. I'm just happy Trump is gone. I'm just happy I can turn on the TV and I don't got to worry about a Trump tweet. Like the MAGA hats just turned instantly into bell-bottom jeans. It's like old-fashioned, out of here, bro. You figure do me? Like, yo, it's just so refreshing not to worry about Trump. It's so refreshing to turn the TV and like, if it's something about Trump, it's about him in trouble, which I enjoy. So you know what? Let's give Joe Biden a little bit of a chance here. I know he just got there. I know he's been doing a lot of stuff, but not for Black folks. So let's see what's really good. Let's give him a little bit more time. But he doesn't have a lot of rocks on the road, a lot of blocks on the road. You feel me? He got the Senate, he got the House. I don't want to hear excuses after 6 months. He's only been there for a month. Can he do more right now? Yes. Does he choose not to do it? That's the question. I think somebody over there in the White House needs to give him a little elbow, a little ludicrous elbow, throw a little bow at him, and hey, you know, Black people got you there. Look at the state of Georgia. You don't understand? You look at Pennsylvania. Look at other states like Michigan as well. So, you know, he should return the favor. You know what I mean? I understand that he just got there. He's been there for 2 minutes, but he's been doing a lot of other stuff. He can do a lot more. You know what I mean? He doesn't have a lot of roadblocks, so I don't want to hear excuses from his camp.
I feel like he's in his probationary period. You know what I mean? I can't really speak on it yet. I mean, it's been what, 30 days, 30 plus days. It's not a lot of time for me to speak on his job performance. I feel like Rob said, like Black people got him there. We did our job. We did our due diligence, and I'm still waiting on that big wow. You know what I mean? I wasn't gung-ho on him to begin with, but it was like we didn't really have good options. And I feel like they treat Black people like stepchildren, like we'll get to you later. You know, so I'm gonna need them to step up a little bit more. Like Rob said, they're doing everything for everybody else, and it's never solely us. So it's a little shaky, a little questionable about how I feel about him. I'll give him a few more, you know, months to see what he does. But I was always in the thought process that I needed him to show me something before I'd be like, yeah, you're doing a good job. I think we've done enough of over the years of simply just giving presidents accolades without them really doing something for our people. And I'm kind of over it. And plus locally, I got a lot of stuff going on here in my community. I'm focusing on the, you know, election here. So the White House, it affects us a little bit, but here it really affects me more. So that's kind of where I'm focused on.
D, same question to you, brother. Are you happy with the change and the policies that President Biden has implemented?
Man, honestly, I'm kind of indifferent, man. It's like, you know, we traded in Calvin Candy for Big Daddy. They both still slave owners. One of them just smiled and might let me have some pie, you know. I know Crystal and Rob, you know, they say Black people got him in and everything, but I really feel like we dropped the ball, man. Everything in this country is transactional. You know, we give stuff away so much, and we just gave away our support, and we didn't ask for nothing in return. And we let Kamala and Joe Biden tell us that they can't do nothing specific for us. You know, when the first 7 days they were in office, they had a specific agenda for LGBTQ. You know, last week they had a specific legislation for the Asian community. You know, but when it comes to us, they can't do specifics, and we can't get nothing tangible. It's some bullshit. We had a really, really rare opportunity to demand some things right now, and we didn't, you know, and they're showing their true colors right now. So I've been knew who Joe Biden was. Honestly, his record has been shown for the past 60 years. He's been clear on who he is, you know, from the 94 crime bill to not wanting his kids to be integrated in schools and things like that. I know who Smoking Joe is, you know what I'm saying? So like, to me, like, he ain't doing shit right now, but I knew he wasn't gonna do nothing. But I think we dropped the ball, though, man. We had a unique opportunity, man, to ask for some tangibles. And if we would have sat this one out and held our vote, they would be begging us next time around. They would be giving us everything.
When I started thinking specifically for Black people, what he's doing, I remember I said to myself, well, you know what? He can't do it yet. He should take his time. You know, he's got 4 years. He'll hit us on, you know, then. And then I was like, no, actually, D. Jackson is right. We voted for you. You know what I'm saying? Black people put you in office. They the ones who got you over. That's the people you should be concerned about taking care of first. We all know this. When we get on, you take care of the people who got you there. You take care of your family. You take care of your friends, the ones who supported you and put you in that position that you're at. You look out for them immediately. So to continue to be put on the back burner, because that's always what Black people have heard. Thank you, but yes, wait. Thank you, but now we're going to deal with this first and get with this later. Thank you, but, you know, yeah, let's just wait a little second. Your time is coming. That's out the window right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's gone. Because one of my wishes is Black people will understand their power and what they did in this election. And so if they understand their power and what they did in this election, and this person is not doing what you think he's supposed to be doing, get him up out of there. You know, I mean, he can go. We shouldn't be your secondary. You shouldn't be your third. Shouldn't be your side piece, to make it simpler for you. Shouldn't be your side piece, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You take care of your number ones. You take care of your A1s from day one. That's what you're supposed to do. And since you haven't done that, we're looking at you sideways.
Let's not forget about Kamala and how she got there on the backs of a lot of innocent people. You figure, she put a lot of innocent people out there in California.
Now,
so let's not forget her.
We need to hold on, D. Hold on. Because I want Rob to expound on it, because he's always been one to continue to say those things about Kamala Harris. Yeah. Man. I just want you to expand on that, bro.
No, I mean, look, marijuana is the biggest thing right now everywhere. It just got legalized in Jersey. Pennsylvania is probably next. She put so many people in jail, bro. There's like insane evidence of many people that she put in jail. She denied getting a second look at their cases. There's just so many things that she's done. She got up there on the backs of a lot of innocent, not only people, families as well, because you put somebody in jail, that's a family is suffering behind them. You feel me? So let's not forget about that. Let's hold her accountable. Because she's smiling a lot and she looking all good in them sneakers. But yo, she got up there on the backs of a lot of innocent people. It's insane how people don't call her out on that. And she's the first Indian American, and she's the first Jamaican, and she's the first, hey, get the job done. How about that?
Yeah.
Anytime you make your name by locking up Black women who's forced to work 2-3 jobs and they can't make sure their kids make it to school every day because they're at work, you know, and they're quote unquote truant because you got to work 2 or 3 jobs, and you made your name out of locking Black people up, you know, like you got to look at her sideways. And when she's only Black when it's convenient, you know, she played her sister girl stuff up when it's convenient, when she's pandering to a Black crowd, you know, she want to bring out her Timbs, and them weren't even the dope Timbs, them the ones you buy at Ross. But one thing I will say, I challenge anybody to find anything specific that the Democrats have done for Black people. You know, I remember President Lyndon B. Johnson said in the 60s when he helped pass those bogus civil rights laws, that's not really laws actually, because they got to be re-upped every 4 years though. He said if we give them this, we'll have their blind support for the next 50 years. That's exactly what happened. We come out the womb thinking we Democrats, and we don't question nothing. And Republicans, they pieces of shit too. But I'm just saying, we give them our blind support. Like I said, when Crystal brought up Ice Cube realized that our vote is transactional. We didn't use it that way.
Bipartisan, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We should get something for it.
You saw it like Joe is not a sure thing. So I got to have a plan to talk to Trump if Trump is reelected.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with that, with what he said.
Houston, I got a plan. Who want to listen to it and everything?
We didn't even want to listen to it.
Right. The Democrats said, holler at me when I get in.
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. Yeah.
Give me your vote, then I'll talk to you. Like, no,
yeah,
nigga,
exactly.
this is yeah.
Crystal, please wrap this up for us, please.
For me, I feel like Black people, we are very gullible. If you give us somebody that looks like us, we'll be your friend forever. We don't know their background, their character, their integrity they have, or anything. Or even if we know, we're like, oh no. If you look at how white Americans handle their counterparts, like, you literally have to give me something for something. Us, you just have to look like us. That's how desperate we are to do or be accepted. And that's my issue with a lot of things. It's no wonder things were, infiltrating the thing it was, because all you have to do is look like us, we'll give you whatever you want. And that's my issue.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment that you're all here for. The reason you showed up, the reason you tuned in, the reason you came for it. It is the final shot. This is the portion of the show where everybody on the panel gets 90 seconds to tell whatever is on their mind about anything dealing within sports, within culture, whatever they would like to talk about. They can just talk about it right here. And Crystal, I'm coming to you first. Crystal, the final shot is on you.
Cam Newton's interaction with the young boy who, I guess, wanted to prove his manhood in front of his peers. I thought that was a reflection on the youth today in America. We didn't do anything worth nothing at this point, and we feel the need to talk to people who've made it. We're not talking about a nobody. We're talking about Cam Newton. Still has his Heisman Trophy. It was not taken away. He did take his team on his back to the Super Bowl. I just feel like right now you're trying to get to where he is, whether he's doing well right now or not. I feel like he spoke so disrespectfully to somebody who's taking his time out to teach the youth. It shows a lot about what I deal with every day at work. And it shows a lot about how detrimental the state of our youth are right now. And it really hurt my heart, because I'm not trying to crucify him, because you don't know what kids are going through at home. Stuff is crazy now. But at the same time, it's just like, where's the respect? Where's the reverence? Where's the, dang, I can really learn from you? Because coaches do look at that. Teams do look at that. Your attitude, it sucks. We already know the NFL is like a slave trade. They will cut you off. To you, I just want to say to that young boy, like, just humble yourself just a little bit. I'm not saying to, bow down to anybody as a young Black man, but what I'm saying is just watch what you say. Watch what you say, because your words can come back to haunt you.
Philly Rob.
What's good?
My friend, the final shot is on you.
I'll let your boy. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking like Embiid in this episode. But like I was saying, baseball is in trouble. Baseball is in real trouble. Last year, when the shutdown happened and everything, baseball had a chance to start the season in April. They waited till June. This year, the players union, they were given a nice quote unquote package. Just like you're gonna play lesser games, you're gonna have more days off, you're gonna have a bigger all-star break, and the players said no for the same amount of money. That's crazy. If you think about it, who is the best player in the game? My man's from Pennsylvania, South Jersey, backyard of Pennsylvania.
Mike Trout.
Yeah, Mike Trout. He's the best player in the game, and the man has only played 3 playoff games. 3, man, the best player in the game. Baseball is in trouble. And I think, when's the last time you saw a baseball player in a commercial? When's the last time you see a baseball player in a Wheaties box? That was a normal thing back in the 90s. They need to figure this out. Make the game quicker, friendlier, and quote unquote, get the game online, man. People need to watch this game on social media. Put the best players out there. Make them talk. They're too quiet. Baseball is still American as apple pie, whether millennials like it or not.
D. Jackson, my friend, the final shot, sir, is on you.
All right, shout out. Great film just released, Judas and the Black Messiah. It's pretty much chronicled the last couple years of Chairman Fred Hampton life and FBI informant William O'Neill. It's kind of close to me because I'm from Chicago, and I know me and Dave too. We kind of know Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. So that's why the story is close to us. And I appreciate how they told that story. It was pretty accurate too. Now it's what coincidence that on February 21st, the anniversary of Malcolm X, the 56-year anniversary of Malcolm X's death, Raymond Wood had a letter that came out. His cousin produced it. He was an NYPD officer undercover, and he pretty much confessed that the NYPD and the FBI co-conspired to kill Malcolm X. And he was happy living his life while other people served jail time for him, you know? And, you know, while they was reading this letter, you know, Benjamin Crump said it was riveting and everything. But to me, it was a coward move, okay? He lived like a coward. He died like a coward. He lived with this secret for 56 years and let somebody else ruin their life for it too. What I need Black people to realize is the power that we have, you know, and we don't give ourselves enough credit to think that, yes, your government will sabotage you and set you up and kill you to keep you marginalized, you know, and keep you, you know, to maintain the system of white supremacy. We need to realize that, and we need to think bigger picture. Seriously, we no more selling each other out. We should always have our best interests, you know, because yes, give ourselves enough credit. They will use us. They will use us to infiltrate our own people. They will wave a bag of money in our face. You know what I'm saying? They will do that to keep us marginalized. So we got to think bigger picture.
Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. is the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't know why this is a discussion. I don't know why this is a debate. I don't know why people even have other ideas they want to bring up, but that's fine. And you know what? Let me just talk about, you know, I'm not even going to talk about the many titles he's won, all the other MVPs and all that stuff. Let me just talk about this year. Tom Brady went to another conference that he's never played in ever. He goes to another conference, a brand new team, brand new coach, when people were telling him, dude, you can't do it without Bill Belichick. So he goes to another conference, and what does he do? He throws for 4,300 yards. He go ahead and throws for 40 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. And oh yeah, he's 43 years old. Every game they won in the playoffs was on the road. And listen to the people they ran down. They ran down your future great and your present great. He beat Drew Brees in his home. He beat Aaron Rodgers in his home. He beat Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, who people are saying should be the greatest of all time, and maybe he will be. But right now, at this very point in time, he is not. Like, you can argue that somebody throws better. You can argue somebody runs faster. But the title of GOAT, when you look at the acronym, the first word is greatest. And you have never in your life seen anybody greater than Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
He all right.
That is the end of our show. Thank y'all for tuning in, checking us out, having fun with us, and hopefully you're enlightened also. If you didn't get enough of this here, you can check us out on the Bow Sports Network. You can get this podcast and you'll get extra stuff on the podcast. There are more things we talked about that you're not getting on the YouTube show. So go to the Ball Sports Podcast Network. You can get them on anywhere you are listening to podcasts. So shout out to Ball Sports Network and shout out to the OOC Network. You can get it all there, man. So for my man, D. Jackson, for my girl Crystal, for my man Rob out in Philly, I'm Big Dave, y'all. Y'all be cool, be blessed, be peace. We out. This is Open Gym Sports and Culture.